Good morning, good No, ain't no good morning, because the way I just opened up this chat and seen what y'all been talking about, just rude. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Applejacks. Happy Friday. How are you guys this morning? Not y'all deserve better. I am in, see why, on the run from before the open. Oh, right before the open? Ooh. I have something to tell you guys. And I am so freaking pissed. um, so here's the deal. I think, at least that is very true. Y'all definitely said it to my face. Um, Here's what I have to tell you guys. So yesterday, I spent time going through half of the data that I have because I had a little thought. I've been telling you guys for a while, I feel like something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. Now, part of it was using bid ask, yes. But, I basically, so the overnight levels that I draw on the chart, right, are not technically the overnight high and low because it's not like I draw the highest price and lowest price from like market open last night till right before the New York session or anything like that. Um, what it's based on is the London opening range. Basically, it's from 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. So it's the London 30-minute open. Okay. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that my data is a bit skewed. It's incorrect because those levels, not to say that they're insignificant, but I don't even worry about like buying at the top of the New York opening range. Doesn't matter. If I have the correct volume and order flow pattern, it legit does not matter. And I think that the overnight levels were skewing my data. So like if I'm this actually happened yesterday. I took a sale, that sale that I took at the overnight high. That trade was not, and I did it on purpose. The trade was not valid if it was attached to if it was attached to a resistance level, but it was valid if it wasn't. And I just had a thought process of like, oh shit, I've been counting this as a level and it really technically shouldn't be because I don't care about range levels like that. Let's see, 582. So I've kind of hold myself a little bit. Just a tad. We're gonna take profit there. Oh, don't reverse now. We just reversed at the point of control. It's no way. But anyway, so yeah, I think I've hold myself with that actually. Am I still in a trade? Yes, I am. How? I'm not gonna ask some questions. I don't care. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? All I hear is you're never going to sleep. I'm not. I'm not. But no, so I want to go back through the other data that I have because I think the same thing possibly happened. But I won't know until I go back through the other data too. I've already kind of completely ignored point of control, which kind of sucks because that kind of fucked me up right there. But the levels that are dynamic, that move all the time, like I don't have any of that data with the other levels that I had. So I just feel like it's not like I can back test it. If I'm looking at the charts to see what was going on the charts. I can't see that the value area high and low would see. I just avoided this trade just because we touched the value area high, which I just told you guys I'm completely kind of ignoring right now. But I wanted to see what would happen, and I could have made my money back just now. But anyway, so I think jeez Louise. I think I hold myself. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But anyway, all right, so lost this trade, right? Got stopped out a little bit. This trade was valid as well, but like I said, I literally only didn't get into it because I kind of just lost right here. And I wanted to see how we would react if I don't count the value area high as a level. And we just pushed down, what, 120 ticks in a matter of, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. NQ being NQ, absolutely. Stopped out to go to my target. Don't we love to see it? But yeah, so what I'm gonna have to do, and it shouldn't take me too long because the way that I journal, I'm very thorough when I journal. So all I literally have to do is look to the right of every trade line to see what level the entry bar was attached to, essentially. And if it was attached to the overnight high or low, then I need to just mark it on my analysis sheet that I already have. But I told you guys I'm thinking about redoing that one possibly, but I might just make it easy on myself and just mark up the one that I have already. It's already a copy of something else, so I might just mark it up. I don't know, we'll see. Because I kind of don't feel like rewriting everything. That takes a very long time. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's going to be such a wonderful time too. Oh yeah, crackhead's going crackhead. What? Take a poll. Is Diddy going home today? I hope hell no. That's what I hope. We still have news in 2 minutes. Yes, we do. News in 2 minutes and in 15 minutes as well. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Well, Amelia, I believe that any news can move the market, whether it's low impact, medium, or high. So I don't play around with that. Oh, this is just such and such. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, okay. And that's why you're now down 50 points. Good luck. I should have taken this. I should have, but once the value area high was attached up there, but kind of is what it is. I can't believe point of control turned me around. I'm pretty sure this is the first trade I've ever been in where because point of control is like the one level I don't break even at, and it literally turned me around right there. Can't believe it. It's 574. Yeah, volume was lower than this bar here, which is what I wanted. But this also is a trade where that particular setup has like maybe a 80% win rate. So I don't expect to win every time that one sets up anyways. It is what it is. All right, let's see how we move. We are inside the change zone, so not trading in here unless we're on one of the edges, which I think after I fix this crap, I might be able to trade in here as long as the entry bar is attached to some kind of level, but we'll see. You were short at 160, and then what happened? That was a good short, right? Oh wait a minute. 7:15. You saw a GMO roach the other weekend. What? So that isn't supposed to move the market, do stuff, so I don't trade it either. Yeah, I'm just 2 minutes before and after every news event, especially because I feel like when you're trading order flow, the books can get thin at any point, and they will, even with low impact news. So I just find that because basically if a trade happens within 2 minutes before or after news, I will write it on my in my journal anyway. When I'm journaling all the potential setups, I'll write it in there, but then I'll put brackets around the time just to remind myself that there was news at that time or whatever. And the data is so all over the place, at least for right now. And I think that's just because order flow can just get so weird and different within those 2 minutes. So I kind of settle with 2 minutes because some prop firms you can't trade within 1 minute of news, like obviously high impact news events like FOMC and stuff like that. And then others is 2 minutes. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's just do 2 minutes across the board for everything. When I saw the biggest antennas come out the corner, girl, I would have died. Okay? I would have died. Took profit at 45 and all out at 30. Nice. Nice trade. 160. So you were up here where I tried to get in. What's funny is right where I took this trade and then where I sat out of this one because value area high was there and I should have just gotten in anyway. That literally is now the very top of the range right here. So if I go back and look, so don't worry about this. This line is from the 30-minute range, but this gold line right here, this is the box that I created over there to the right, and you can see that it's based on the price action that was there. So I'm really just waiting to see if we come to the top over there. Don't really like how I can see value area high, point of control in the same little small area. I don't like that. So gross. We had a men's bathroom flood. Ew. Yuck. Yuck. Oh man, I'm tired. All right, let's see what we do when we get up here. We either need to change to an uptrend or use the top of the range to continue the downtrend. Is that the... Oh, that's the 1 minute chart. Looks like we're trying to barcode possibly on the 5 minute. The 1 minute, you could see how great my entry was. I was just a tad early. Hit the point of control, came back up. There's the re-entry there that I sat out of, and boom, we dropped. I can't even see how many points it is. Open, see high, low. We dropped like 44 points in this bar. Crazy. I should have took it. I'd be break even right now. That's all right though. That's all right. Heavy up there, but I think it would break, especially depending on news. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to figure out if I'm not going to Actually, I am, because I still want to see where it is. Or do I? I feel like it might confuse me when I see it. If it does, I'll just remove it. Fix my London opening range levels. All right, right now we're just diddling in the middle of the range. See, to just push through. Normally we push right through the point of control. It makes me feel like my rules for that divergence might be a little too loose, because basically for that one, as long as the point of control is in the body of the candle and whichever direction I'm going, that's who's in control of the point of control, then I take the trade. But maybe with that one, it needs to be a little bit no, let's see, maybe not. It could be that both pieces of it can't be efficient, which is what that one was. The delta and the delta percentage were effective, and maybe that's the variable that can't happen. Actually, no. That's literally the first time that's lost in all of the data that I have. There's nothing I can do about that at all. There's equal volume there. All right, let's stop for news in 5 minutes. Yeah, I just looked through all the data I have. That's the first time it's lost. I can't be mad. Can't be mad at all. All right, we have VWAP up there. Value area highs here. All right, we've dropped too low. I'm mad I didn't take that second trade. Oh, so you weren't able to get in, Amelia? to disregard that. Damn, but the chart looks nice. Higher, higher lows. I'm like, NQ. Yeah, NQ looks crazy. So annoying. I honestly, if I was able to take the rules that I have now and apply it to a different instrument without having issues, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I wouldn't, especially if it's something that tends to trend more. The problem is whether or not the patterns transfer over or not. Which I don't know if they do. They should, but I don't know for sure. Does that say, oh, that says 1. I just knew we were gonna. I can't tell what this damn thing wants to do. I got 30 seconds before I gotta stop trading though. There's no way we don't have enough juice, bro. We do not. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, now I gotta break even anyway, even if it goes back up there. Nope, we lost. And I'm going to keep. Am I finally done with this one account? I am. All right, cool. Oh, wait. I might need to take one more trade on it. I don't know if it's gonna count it as liquidated or not. I can't be afraid to trade this Tradeify account. I can't. I'm gonna screw myself over if I keep waiting just because it was so close to passing at one point. Kind of just is what it is. Now that trade, I did not expect that to lose at all. That's a perfect trade. I don't really know. Let me see. Getting this maximum support that's been holding since 2 a.m. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? It's going. It doesn't care for any pullbacks. But I wonder if depending on what Renko size I'm on, if I can still see the pullbacks though. I don't know. 170 area was holding this morning. Now it's resistance. Let me see something. That was not there. And I technically should just be down one trade if I would have taken that trade right after I lost. That's why you just take every setup. But yeah, I still have like, I don't know, maybe $1,300 left in that account that was close to passing a couple weeks ago. If it ends up failing, it is what it is. Got to start over. All right, there's news. Yeah, see, the biggest problem with YM is I don't know Guess I could. Let me see. I wouldn't know what size candle to use. It would probably have to be a twin. No, 20 wouldn't work. 20 might work. No. I feel like 20 wouldn't work that well. I think 10 is too fast. Maybe not. Let's see. So even though I used to trade the Dow at one point, I think I would have to put it on a 10-tick chart or something. I don't know. I don't know. I was just over here looking at it. You're in the red? Me too. No worries. Lost the first trade. Got stopped out by, I don't know. The bar actually reversed. Went like maybe 12 ticks or something. Then went down 80 ticks from there, which I had the second entry on the sale, but I just didn't take it. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Actually I do know why, but I had the second entry, didn't take it, and then just lost that trade, which rarely loses. And yeah, that's that. So I should really just be down one trade instead of being down two. But that's my fault for sitting out of the second trade. What can you do? It's starting to hurt. Okay. See if we're gonna push down here. There's the upper VWAP level as well as the middle pivot level here. It's stalling too long for my liking. Nope, it's invalidated now. So I'll just look for the counter trend pullback. Do we have, no, 9 o'clock was it. Took two shorts at 160, sitting here wishing I held the second. Oh, I feel that. Definitely feel that. We've dropped how many points since then? What's the low we got to? 64, almost 100 points. Yeah. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. I need to take a trade on the one account to make sure it actually fails itself. I'm pretty sure it's failed all the way, but I just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. All right, so that account will renew, I think it's Wednesday or something like that. And let me just take it out of my copier. All right, there we go. Oh, Take Profit Trader updated to the new Tradeovate prop or whatever. It's like whatever new tools that are supposed to. Damn, where the hell did it go? Bruh, I just read the damn email. Where did it go? What the hell? Did I delete it? I don't know. But anyway, it looks like they've updated to the new thing. All right, I don't know if I told y'all, but a couple of days ago, it was reported here that the 16-year-old was killed by his mom. Apparently, she stabbed and shot him or something. Insanity. Insanity. 536. And I don't even know. All I know is I read somewhere. Oh, wait. She confessed to doing it and then staying in bed with him as he passed away. And the thing is, she never told police. There was a welfare check because one of his friends reached out to police because they hadn't heard from him for several days, which they said was highly unusual. And when they went to the house, they detected a foul odor. They found him in the bed with multiple gunshot wounds and stab wounds. A knife with blood on it was lying next to him. And I guess they learned that his mom had attempted to kill herself. Like, I think it might have been earlier. Wait. I think the same day they discovered him, she tried to kill herself. And had gone to the hospital for treatment. They took her into custody and she confessed to doing the deed, lying in bed with him afterwards, caressing him and hearing him cry out like mommy several times as he was dying. She explained that she got up from the bed to get a knife and then stabbed him several times to put him out of his pain. They asked her if her intent was to kill him. She said, yeah. And that was that. Who needs enemies when you have that around you? That is insane. Insane. Damn, I thought we were going to use VWAP to try to reverse down. Richard's mom is staying in the house with the body. What? Is that the one, I feel like I saw something like that because there also was a story about 2 weeks ago of this girl who made TikToks with her mom. This is why they say environment is greater than willpower, and some things you just really shouldn't be exposing your children to. But one of the last TikToks that they did together was one in which it was like a song that was talking about shooting and killing and blah 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 whatever, and they in the camera doing stuff like that, and she ended up killing her mom. Yeah. TP of 2480 from gold in London. I didn't notice. Ooh, nice trade. Nice. The world is very insane. Yeah, it's crazy out here. It really is. Oh, damn. Why did the point of control move down? Told you to do that. But yeah, it's been a lot of craziness, and crime is about to get worse because the recession, well, I feel like we've been in a recession for a minute. And I have a couple of friends who are truck drivers, and they always feel things before we feel them, and they've been feeling it for a minute. Yeah. Okay, that's too efficient. I don't like that. Okay, I did not expect that to run up like that. I didn't hear the part about her shooting her in front of the grandma. I'm not sure, but that we're probably talking about the same one. Yeah, the phrase "feel it first." So have y'all? Well, anybody at work been telling you that they've been feeling it? What do y'all think about the Fed workers will be fired instead of furloughed? Yeah, this is the same. Oh, I did not hear about that. Good morning, San. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. I did not hear about that actually, Janelle. I don't I don't really pay much attention to the news, honestly, because sometimes consuming that stuff just isn't good for your own mental health. Um, Damn, we're too close to pivot level anyway. But yeah, I don't really, unless I hear my grandma talking about it to my mom, or unless I'm like just passing through and hear it on the TV, because that's all she watches all day. All day she consumes that kind of content, and I don't know how she doesn't go crazy from it, like for real. Um, but yeah, unless I hear something as I'm walking through or something, I typically don't even have no idea. Damn, I was supposed to be in that. And it ran, of course. No, I'm in the trade. Jesus Christ. That was a late fill. I had already taken it off the chart, but whatever. I would have had to break even or set the TP at the pivot level anyway, so I'm still trying to figure out if I can eventually figure out if there are any like combinations where I don't have to break even at levels, and yeah, we might have a little pop back like this or something, but then we'll push through. But it'll have to be something that's really consistent, especially with me trading one contract. Now, if I was trading like two contracts or something, I would just take profit on one and let the other one try to run to the full TP. But like right now, I would still be in the trade. And there's the full TP right there. Oh, great. I stopped out to the tick 2 rare trades today, going to document everything, and I'm out. Oh no. Well, document and then see if there's something that you miss. Or it could just be that today's market is just not conducive for the way you're trying to trade. Because both of the trades that I just took, the counter trend, which I used to not take counter trend divergence on Fridays. Could be that I need to go back to doing that. But both of the counter trend divergence trades that I took today, one of them, that was I think actually both of them, that was the very first loss for both of them. Like, I can't do anything about that. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about, I have the current data set that I have is from, it starts July 22nd. So I can't really be upset about losing a trade that data says I shouldn't even lose. Just both sides, they're all taking our money in tax. Seems like politicians do not get fired. Exactly. You did 2 shorts, 2 longs. You gained 32% in just 2 months. Ooh, nice. 2 shorts and 1 long for me, and it's 100% rejection. I might go short at 100. I gotta kind of wait to see what we're gonna do, because now we've created a little consolidation zone right here. Next 2 candles close green up here. I'm going long. All right, all right, all right. The 1 minute chart, you can kind of see the consolidation pretty well. Here, let's see if we consolidated here earlier. I'm not really sure. Yep. What time is this? It's around midnight. We were oh yeah. We were trading around here around midnight. This also was a consolidation zone from yesterday. You can see it very well. So we'll see what happens when, oh yeah, this is like damn near the full consolidation zone from yesterday. Okay, we'll see what happens if we can push out of this or not. It's not what I meant to do. Trades and platinum, huge moves for the past few days. Have you just not been looking at platinum lately since you've been doing so well with gold? The market being so overbought and yet metals are hitting all-time highs at the same time. Yeah, because didn't they kind of used to be where if one market was going up, the other was going down and vice versa? Now let me move in with you. $80 on that long 5-second scalp. Nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient. We might actually, honestly, seeing how this is the almost same exact consolidation zone from yesterday, we might end up being in here for the rest of the session, and I might just end up being red, which kind of sucks. But even if I would have taken that trade after I got stopped out earlier, I still would be down one trade anyway. So let me see if I could. I don't even remember what time it was. Oh, here. So took the sell here. We hit point of control in reverse, which does not happen very often in trades that I typically take. And then this trade I sat out of because value area high was attached to the very, very tippity top of the bar. But I've already said that I think I'm just going to completely disregard value area high and low and the overnight high and low. We dropped 120 ticks from that entry. And then, so that would have put me back break even. And then this buy right here just hold me. Oh, my mom's back home. Like, who the hell is my granny talking to? But anyway. Inverse volatility to the metals. Got you, got you. Yeah, it's very weird that they're both hitting all-time highs at the same time. You totally ignored platinum for the past 2 weeks? Didn't have all the criteria to enter my short. Didn't feel... okay. Okay. So at least one out of the 2 trades, you did follow the criteria. And also, at least the short that didn't fit all of your criteria, at least you took it on micros just to reduce your risk knowing that it didn't follow all of your rules. $250 points. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, I'm just gonna zoom out for now because really what's happening doesn't even matter until we break either side. One thing also I've been thinking about doing is reducing the threshold on my Renko chart back down to 1. I just feel like 1 gives you the true, I don't want to say the true trend, but kind of. And I just don't really like, I don't really like having a threshold of 2 personally, but I only did that because a while back, if I ever had a 1 tick threshold, like the bar would just detach itself, like just do weird things like that. All right, we're back at the top of the consolidation zone, so let's see what happens. But yeah, I might end up trying to go back to the 1 tick threshold. It's just sometimes, depending on the way the market's moving, the zigzag, like let's say there's an outside bar, meaning this bar has like a wick that comes out the top of it or something. Sometimes that zigzag will attach to that and then like reattach itself to the swing, and I hate that. That's why I went to the 2 tick threshold to begin with, because it was happening a lot. Like right when Trump got in office, it was happening a lot because of how volatile and weird the market was. But I am thinking about going back to a 1 tick threshold. I just feel like it looks a lot smoother, but we'll see. All right, we just fell right back into the range actually. Tried to get out of it, and then we just hit, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the bottom of the 30-minute range right there, right where yesterday's close and today's open is. Kind of met all of those levels and then dropped. Only reason I didn't even look at it is because, well, it was positive delta is what it looks like anyway, but I don't take divergence after a 1 bar pullback. So oh wait, actually we can zoom back out, so we need to come down here. Should have went heavy on it. Not rinse, always do. All right, let's see. We're at the middle pivot level right now. I only have 15 minutes left, so. But I said once we got into this little zone back here, what was this, 15 minutes ago, I said that we probably weren't going to get out of it, which is why I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for me to trade inside of the zone, because it happens way too much, and I'm like forced to sit out of pretty good moves, but at the same time, you don't want to get caught diddling in the middle either. So if it's gonna prevent me from losses, then kind of is what it is. Kind of is what it is. Trying to look at it, see. Yeah, I don't know. Millie said, I'm asleep at that time, girl. I don't know what be going on. trash, boring day. I think this is my first. I feel like I've been break even most of this week. Could be wrong. Let's see. I think Monday I might have been -1 trade though, which is what I should be today. Yeah, Monday I was down 145. Tuesday I was break even. Sleepy. Wednesday I was break even. Yesterday I was green 1 trade. Copy trader wasn't on. And then today I'm negative, so not the most horrible week, especially considering most of the week was pretty fucking choppy, but I don't know, it's just something just off. Plus 200 on gold done for the day. Nice. Basically 2 months without touching charts. That's not bad, Diego, for not touching the charts for two months. That's not bad at all. At all. That's when you know you've developed the skill to be able to take time off and just come back and get straight to it. Nice trading. And then to only be down 150 for the week, that's nothing at all. What's he doing? Drunk 13-year-old flips a stolen vehicle driving 100 miles an hour at 1 a.m. with an 11-year-old passenger. And they actually survived. Had a 0.18 blood alcohol level. That's double the limit. They were out at 1 o'clock in the morning when it happened. I can't believe that they survived the crash. This car looks crazy. But it looks like the majority of the damage is to, it looks like it's a pickup truck, and the majority of the car that was crushed was the actual bed of the truck and not the cabin. Having lemon cake slices for breakfast. No, you don't support that, Diego. No. You don't go to kickboxing classes to give it all away with some lemon cake slices for breakfast. This is why you're my favorite. Wasn't new your favorite? Was it new? I don't. I remember when you used to support me. I see parents are being charged when their kids commit crimes. You know, I don't fully know how I feel about that, because you can do everything right and your kids just still decide they want to do what they want to do, right? However, how do you not know your kids are gone? Like, I don't know. Maybe I just expect most modern day parents to have ring cameras, alarms on their houses, things like that, to where you should have been alerted as soon as your kids even attempted to leave the house. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I could be. I could very well be tripping. I still can't figure out this order flow indicator paints yesterday's close, and most of the time it's in a different place than the native one from Ninja Trader. And I can't quite figure out what the hell. Maybe it does the close at, what is it, 3 o'clock, 3:15, whatever. Maybe it's that. I don't know. And see, I would have normally taken this trade, but we got so many levels right here, and I would have, even if I wouldn't have counted yesterday's close, since it's not the same, I probably would have still broken even right there at the buy rotation level, which again, I'm still just trying to figure out what matters and what doesn't. All right, maybe we can get into a buy on a pullback. We got 7 minutes left in the session. It would be nice if I can get a win in though, to make myself just be down one trade. Then I'll basically just be down like 2 trades for the week. I would say 3 if you add up the break-even days. No, because then I had a win yesterday, so, but not on each account, but whatever. See you, Janelle. Have a great weekend. I'm tired too. New hates me. I thought we knew this. Oh gosh. I might be emotionally compromised today. Oh, there's the 100 that Sam was just talking about. Only her favorite when she wants breakfast, period. User. These kids will fuck their parents up if they try and stop their motion. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that these are, their brains ain't the same. They're not. They've already talked about how a lot of behavioral disorders and stuff that some of these kids have are directly, like, you can contribute the issues with them being iPad and phone kids, and especially the ones where like their childhood was you putting, you know, a phone in their hand, and it's one of those, like, what is it? It's not Bye Bye Baby. What the hell is it called? I can't think of the show's name right now, but those shows where everything is super colorful, the scenes change every like 3 seconds and things like that, it's causing behavioral and attention disorders and behaviors in kids, attention deficit disorders in kids, which makes sense. You have something where the scene is changing every 3 seconds, there's colors everywhere, and then you want them to sit down in a classroom and learn something. There's no excitement for them, you know. Would you leave me alone? Please. I beg of you. Alright, let's see. Okay, what a crazy random push, whatever. right, I might look to buy here. Hopefully the delta percentage being efficient doesn't fuck me up in this trade, because I don't have a rule for that. I just wanted to make sure the other one was efficient. We'll see. Been screwed in the other two trades. Bro. Yep, that's gonna reject. I fucking hate this. My God. And then I should be in the sell actually. If that goes up and stops me out, I might actually throw my laptop. I might. I just might. Come on, give me one win today. I've lost enough today. Yeah, I just didn't like how long it was taking. I didn't. Although I really shouldn't have gotten out of it. Actually, I'm gonna get back in because I don't do that. It might run to my TP now just because I got out of it. This is why I don't do that. All right, I'm done for the day. Not why can't I have options? Can I block new? No. That just pissed me off. First of all, this might have been too efficient, the delta percentage alone. But I don't, the only thing I cared about with this particular trade was that this was efficient and green. And then the reversal down, I should have stayed in it. There was nothing to tell me to get out, but because we were stalling and I've lost every trade today, I just got out of it. And that's something I don't typically do, but I'm just fucking annoyed with losing today, so just get the fuck out of it. And yeah, just dropped 50 ticks from my entry. How wonderful. At least I corrected myself by trying to get back into it, since I should have been in it anyway. But then it just took off, so it didn't even fucking matter. All right, let me show you guys the accounts because I'm annoyed and I just want to journal and go back to sleep. All right, shut up, alarm. I'm so fucking annoyed. All right, so here's the accounts. This is an account that was literally just $400 from passing 2 weeks ago. It's now $1,200 from passing. So am I annoyed? Absolutely. But you know what? It's better than passing the account just to lose the PA. You know what I mean? So it kind of is what it is. Whatever. But I basically have around the same amount of drawdown on both of these accounts, which this one, I don't even know when it renews. I would have to look. I just don't even care right now. But yeah, that's the accounts. I don't know how many trades I took because my trade performance rarely ever actually populates for whatever reason. As you can see, no matter how many times I click generate, nothing happens. All I know is I took 5 trades and I had no wins today. So it is what it is. But yeah, oh no. Oh, it's disconnecting me from the TPT account that I blew earlier. But yeah, so I blew the TPT account, which I was gonna blow that anyway. That's why I put a bunch of contracts on those trades, because it renews next Wednesday, and I wasn't about to try to bring that account back. I'm not about to irritate myself trying to do that. But yeah, that's it for me, you guys. Get some catfish nuggets. I don't want any. I had some last weekend. I just want to go back to sleep. That's it. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.